So, if you're anything like me, overthinking could be properly like ruining your life. And I've been there. I've been there a lot. You just sit around fucking thinking about something way too much, but you're not actually taking any action. And that's the biggest problem that this causes is the inaction that comes from overthinking, I think. Because I've thought through this, dwelled on possibilities, dwelled on this and that, and thought about, oh, but if I want to do this, then I'd have to do that and whatnot. But the problem is that when you're doing this chronically, like I do sometimes, you you feel like it's necessary before you go into any situation or before you actually do the step of taking action, right? But you don't. That's the thing. It's a comfortable lie that you live with, that you think you have to, imagine every possibility and whatnot. And here's the reality of it is that 99% of the time it is better to just act and just do the thing. Just do the thing and not really go crazy about it. Fuck off the consequences and think about them another time. And the reason I'm saying is because the reality is most of the time you'll end up making it through just fine. You'll be okay. And you've almost definitely been through worse than the predicament that you're currently in, right? Like, we've all had times where something feels like it's the end of the world, or you're stuck on a problem that you dead ass can't solve in that moment. But you've definitely been through worse, and those times always end up perfectly. I mean, I've been in some fucked up situations that I thought I would never get out of, and those have become the past so quickly that, so quickly that I didn't even realize. And, the more stressed and, like, you've been definitely more stressed. You've definitely been more anxious, and you've definitely been more lost than you currently are most of the time. And maybe that's not the case. Maybe this is the first time that you've ever been in such a bad scenario. But the point is as long as you really make it out alive, breathing, you'll be fine. And as far as I'm concerned, you're able to currently watch this, right? Which means you're in a pretty good immediate situation. Your situation cannot possibly be so fucked up that it requires the level of overthinking that you do if you're capable of watching this right now, which I can tell you are. So, was it really ever as bad as you thought in these situations is the question you need to ask yourself. And, I've been asking myself sometimes nowadays, can it even be that bad, right? So when I'm putting something off or doing something like that, can it even be that bad? It was never that painful. It was never that hard to just get the thing done, go and do the thing, right? And it's with big things and it's with small things, right? It's with big life decisions and with small decisions. I overthink really small decisions sometimes. Sometimes I overthink recording these things because I literally don't feel like it. I don't want to go out here. I don't want to be seen by people who were going to judge me for doing this, right? But the point is, like, every time I've done it, nothing's happened, right? Same with, like, the gym. I overthink going to the gym all the time because, like, sometimes I just can't be fucked, right? And also, I have this membership, which means I can only get in before a certain time and get in before another certain time during the day. And it kind of confuses me sometimes. I'm like, mate, just get up and go to the damn gym. Like, it doesn't matter. Just, like, organize your day 10 minutes beforehand so you know what time you're going and it's fine. Like, these are the things. You really don't need this level of overthinking for certain small tasks, but also for bigger decisions. A lot of the time, you already know what's right. You just want to mentally masturbate with it and just fuck about with the situation in your head. To make yourself think you're ready, but it doesn't actually make you any more ready than you need to be, right? So, the almost always the best thing to do is just act immediately, as fast as you can. Just stop. Don't even let it get to the stage where you're overthinking. Just act. It's always the best thing to do. And even if things aren't great right now, like I was saying, you're probably making it a lot worse in your own mind. And I don't know which one of those, like, ancient philosophers said this at one point, where a man will suffer 10 times more in his mind than in his body. And this is, like, a really good example of this is with cold showers. If you've ever taken them, you'll know that the build-up and the mental strain it takes to actually get yourself to do it, if you're not very disciplined, like me, for example, is more painful than the actual cold water hitting you, right? And I would remind myself of this quote during my longest streak of like a month and a bit. I would remind myself of that quote every day, thinking like, yeah, I'm definitely making this worse in my mind. If I just got under the water now, it'd be fine, right? Nothing would really happen. I'd just feel a bit cold for a while and it'll be all okay. So you're overthinking, and these beliefs that come from it aren't actually rooted in anything real. And you know, the fear and everything, yeah, it's not actually coming from anything tangible. It's just you making it up for yourself, because your brain's just very good like that. You will pretty much, most of these situations that you're overthinking, I know I'm speaking really generally because I want to hit a general audience here, but most of the time the thing that you're losing your shit over, whatever it is in your head right now, won't kill you and probably won't put you into physical pain. You won't be ruined by it, and most of the time, even if it hurts or burns, you'll probably end up better just going with the decision that you always thought was right in the first place. So just adapt to the situations you need to. Don't dwell on them. Because of this quote that came back to me, I'm going to read it to you now, from Matthew 6:26. And this is exactly why you shouldn't let things like this concern you and waste your time, is because, yeah. Look at the birds of the air. Are you not of more value than they are? And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to the span of your life? Stop obsessing and just start doing. See you later. One more quick PS before I go. If you like this sort of authentic content, check out my other stuff. It's right there on the sidebar or underneath the video. If you like, just me working through my thoughts authentically and talking like a real person, that's the kind of point of this channel. I'm trying to be as real and raw as possible. That's why these videos are the way they are. But if you like that sort of style, then be sure to check it out and maybe give me a subscribe. I'm going to be doing this a lot more nowadays, so yeah, it's kind of all I want to do right now. So if you want to support that goal, go for it. And if not, and I don't see you again, I hope you have a good life. Take care, man. Bye bye.